Thank you for joining me. Everybody that knows me knows that I like drones, so that seems to be the go-to gift for me for the moment. And what I have for you today is another gift that I have received. This is a micro drone from JJRC. This is the H36. This is an indoor flyer. I have not shown you guys one of these before, so I thought I would take this opportunity to share this with you. So we can see that it's got fully enclosed guards around the blades, so that should help protect it when we're flying this indoors, and also if we bump into something, we're not going to break either the blades or whatever we bump into, because we all have, you know, little knickknacks and stuff around. So, like usual, sorry if this isn't focusing for you, but we've got the 2.4 gigahertz control. We have the 360-degree flipping. It has LED lights on it. It has a gyroscope. It has a headless mode. It has return to home, and I see no indication that this is GPS. I don't think anyone this small can have GPS. So the return to home is really only going to work in headless mode. And basically all it's going to do is it's going to bring it back towards you. It's not really going to know where you are, where the controls are. So if you move from where you take off from, it's just going to go backwards, not really towards you. And then it has a high-low switch, which is similar to some of the bigger models that I've had. So we'll see how responsive it is on both of those. Now, one of the things I noticed when I came in is the security seal on this side is still sealed, but the one that was on this side had been cut. So it either cut or it came open during shipping. Not really sure, but let's open it up and see what we have inside. Sorry for that, I had to pause it, the phone was ringing. Anyhow, so here we have the drone and the controller. We've got an instruction manual here, and this little bag fell out of the bottom. So what we have in here is we've got 4 spare blades, 2 clockwise, 2 counterclockwise, and we have the USB charger for the battery. Take this out real quick. So we've got standard USB here, and then we've got this little white 2-pin connector here. So that's that. And let's move the spare propellers out of our way. And here we have the drone. Let's take this cover off. So here in the bottom we have the battery. The battery is installed, and we're going to see there's the connector for it. So once we plug this in, this is going to turn on. There is no on-off switch. The motors have little plastic housings over them, which double as the feet for the drone. So it's basically going to land on the motors. Very lightweight, shouldn't be a problem. As for the LEDs, looks like we've got a little one right here and another one right here. So we're going to have one for the front and one for the back. Okay. Have another layer here. Take that off. And when you have a small drone, you have a small controller. So here's the controller. This is going to be on-off switch. So it's a mode 2 controller. So this is going to be our thrust up and down, our altitude. This is going to be the yaw, left and right. So turning it. This will go forward and backwards, left and right. That makes it, This switch, I believe, is going to be the 360 flip. So you push the button, push this in the direction, and it'll flip in that direction. This is probably going to be the high-low switch. And then we have some trimmer buttons here. So we've got the trim for the left and right of the drone so that we can try and get it to a stable hover. This is the trim for the forward and back, and this is the trim for the yaw. This does not have altitude hold, so it's probably going to do a little bit of a yo-yoing, which means, you do throttle up, it goes up, and you're going to have to bring it down and come down, and then this may or may not be difficult to hover. We'll find out. Looking at the back, we have a battery case that's supposed to be screw secured, but no screw. Pop this open, and it takes 2 AA batteries. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put 2 batteries in here. And we're actually going to try and do a little bit of a flight with whatever charge is in the battery as it came with it. So there we have that. We're going to try and hold this fairly level when we plug it in, because within the first few seconds is when the gyroscopes initialize. So we can see that we've got a blue LED in the front and a red LED in the back. Back up a little bit here. And to bind it, like usual, I think it's going to be up and down, and there we go. And now let's see if we can fly. Guys, definitely a challenge. There's a crash into the ceiling. I am having trouble kind of keeping this in frame here so that you guys can see it a little bit better. Let's try this again. This guy is definitely a challenge. There's a flip. I don't think I quite got that on camera. There we go. There's a flip for you. This is 1 speed. I'll change the speed. Oh, and crashed it again. Alright, so let's try this again. Pretty nice landing. Now, like I said, it is a little difficult to hover. It's going to take a little bit of learning here. And where did I get that stuck at now? There we go. I think I'm getting close to getting it to hover. It starts to move on me again. And that's getting pretty close. Yeah, it's doing a lot of yo-yoing here. It's going to take a little bit of a learning curve to learn how to fly this one accurately. Let's see if I can take it in for a landing here. So there we go. Kind of gives you the first flight of the JJRC H36 micro drone. And you can see that even though I've crashed it a couple times, they were all minor crashes, it is very lightweight. I mean, it's very durable. No damage to any of the propellers or anything like that. So, should be a fun little flyer. Here you can see the advantage of having those pop guards, because they're not damaging themselves on that box. Alright, the LED lights are now starting to blink, which is an indication that the battery has gotten low. So I actually got more of a flight out of this than I was expecting for the default charge. See if we can slide this battery out. And see, it's a 150 milliamp hour battery, 3.7 volts. So there you go. That is our unboxing, our overview, and our first flight of the JJRC H36. So I look forward to playing around with this some more, seeing if I can get a little bit better at flying it. But I think you got a pretty good feel for what it can do. And having these fully enclosed prop guards really help, because otherwise, if they were only partial prop guards like you see on some of them, one of these would have hit that box when it was over here bumping up against it, and then it would have either broken a prop or just flung this off somewhere. So pretty good protection for a first time indoor flyer. So check it out. Thank you for joining me.